Well, hello, folks. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different than what we would normally do on the Insane Chef Show. Today, we're going to be talking about a famous murder that took place here on Galveston Island. You may have heard of this man, Robert Durst. He was the son of big-time real estate mogul Fred Durst. No, I'm sorry, wrong story. He was some kind of hip-hop singer, rap or something. I don't know what the hell he did. Some crap music in the 90s. No, anyway, this story is about, he's the son of Seymour Durst, which is a big-time real estate mogul in New York. And the heir to the kingdom, basically. Anyway, he was accused, or he's been basically accused of 3 murders. One of his first wife, I think her name was Kathleen. Yeah, Kathleen was her name. That was in 1982. And then again, he was thought to have murdered a longtime friend out in California. Let me look at her name. I remember. Susan Berman. That's her name, yeah. Anyway, after he was thought to have murdered her, he came to Galveston, Texas, dressed up like a woman, and pretended he was deaf, mute, and dumb. Went on to murder his neighbor, and we're about to go check that house out where that happened. After he murdered his neighbor, Morris Black, he dismembered his body, chunked him over in Galveston Bay, and about 3 days later, body parts started washing up all over the east side of Galveston. That's some crazy shit. Anyway, let's go check out this place. So this here's the house where Robert Durst killed Morris Black. It's a quadplex, so there's 4 apartments inside this one house. Morris Black is one of his neighbors and discovered that he was not actually a female, that he was a male, and he could hear and could talk. So this is here in Avenue K in Galveston. We're gonna go over to the East Beach and see where he threw Mr. Black's dismembered body parts. Now, he was acquitted for this crime, saying that it was self-defense. Yeah, if you can believe that. After killing the man and then dismembering his body. Crazy. Only in Texas, I'd say. So down here on Galveston's East Bay is where the body parts of the corpse of Mr. Black started washing up. And authorities quickly linked his neighbor, Mr. Durst, to his disappearance and dismemberment. At least some local fishermen and all kind of found his parts starting to wash up here on these rocks. What I understand. As you see off in the distance here, there's a lot of ships waiting to get in this channel. Lined up one after another. So as we await the ferry to get off this island, the final story on Mr. Durst was he was arrested in 2015 in New Orleans on a warrant from California because they found significant evidence that he was responsible for the murder of Miss Behrman, however you say her name. Anyhow, the trial started on March 2nd of 2020, went 6 days, and then was adjourned due to the COVID-19 outbreak, and will re-adjourn at some later date. So, he's 77 years old. Maybe at some point he'll come to justice. Nobody knows. Just goes to show you, if you got lots of money and your family's wealthy, do anything you want. Well, thanks for joining me in this story. I hope you enjoyed this rendition of the show. It's way different than normal. We will see you next time.